on fire, and you're gonna save 2 things:
Okay.
your wife, your mother-in-law, your dog, or $20 million.
Oh, so I will save. I will save 20 million. So the 20 million is my own.
Yes.
It's in the house and it's mine.
Yes.
So what am I doing in the house and if there's 20 million there?
That's not the question.
Dog and $20 million.
No husband?
No.
Or mother-in-law?
No.
Why?
I don't need a man.
Girl.
Yes, ma'am.
So assuming that I'm in the house and there's 20 million.
The question is
Is it mine or is it my wife's or my mom? Who does it belong to?
yours.
It's my own.
You will win that. Okay. You can only
I'll take my wife and mother-in-law.
Okay. So $20 million is gone. Okay. The $20 million is in your house.
It's in my house. Okay.
So $20 million, and what is your second option?
So I will select. Can I select it?
My husband and $20 million.
So no mother-in-law.
Nah, baby.
So
$20 million and
So I will take the 20 million and then the $700 under my bed. So I'll take the 20 and my 700 because I can't leave the 700 to burn now.
what about your wife, your dog, or your mother-in-law?
My wife. With 20 million, you can you can have a wife in every jurisdiction. So every area code, you can have one everywhere. One in New York, one in Los Angeles, one in here, even in Atlanta. You can have one in like DeKalb County, in Fulton County. With 20 million, I have. So practically speaking, when you think about it, what does it really make sense to abandon the 20 million and take the?
I would save my husband and that money.
So no mother-in-law.
No mother-in-law.
Why not?
No mother-in-law. She don't like me like that.
But also, now that I'm thinking about it, maybe 20 million on my birth certificate because it's hard. You know, it's hard to replace those things. It's very hard. When you want to replace, they tell you to come back today, come back tomorrow. So maybe the 20 million on my birth certificate.
The husband and the $20 million. So no mother-in-law.
No. And my dog. But I'll take that 20 mil too.
So no husband.
No husband.
No husband,
No
mother-in-law?
mother-in-law. Give me a dog.
Or even my 20 million on my passport. Because if you burn your passport, they will say, are you from this country? All those things. So I'm taking the 20 million on my passport.
I might have to do the wife though, because she can help me reproduce.
So no more $700.
No, I will just pocket it. You know, everything is happening. As I'm carrying the 20 million, I'm also taking the 7 million. So I can choose 3. So I choose the 20 and my 700. Because do you know how many, I drive Uber on the weekend for like 6 months straight to save that money. I can't let it burn. So I take the 20 and the 700. And then maybe between my birth certificate and my passport, and maybe my wife, it depends on the mood. She says, you know, sometimes it just depends. But my mother-in-law can stay in the house. She says, it's her house anyway. You know, I live with them. She says it's her house, so let her stay in the house. Now, why will I? So she can stay in the house. It's her house.
You see, this interview is the most viewed interview on TikTok in 2024. Some people may think, oh, it's just an interview. The way you see a lot of people answer these questions is exactly how marriage is to them or relationship is to them. The way you see them answer these questions you are seeing me talk about. If you see some of them, the things they were saying, I was like, are you for real? It shows that marriage is to different people what it is. Because you don't know what it is to you until you are posed with this kind of question and you are asked to answer. If you are in a room and there is fire and you are to save 2 things, what will you save? You can see the different things people were saying they will save. Those are the things they see. It's only this guy on white, that guy that said he was going to save his mother-in-law and his wife. That is what marriage is to him. He understands the institution called marriage. Now, these other people, the woman who said she will save her husband and the money, she tried. The ones who said they will save their dog and the money, it goes to show you that they value dogs more than... This is somebody they said, that's who you are married to. They prefer to save a dog. They prefer to save a dog and money than somebody you married. I know the other guy was just making it fun, like adding so many things that don't even exist in the questions he's been asked to make it look, funny for people to laugh and all. But have you also noticed that there was this lady that said that she would take her husband? If people understood what marriage is all about or what marriage meant, they will not be taking certain things as a joke. It will not be casual to them They will be more serious, more intentional, and more, at what word should I even use? They will be more deliberate about everything they are doing. Never go into a marriage because you feel your friends are getting married. Never go into a marriage. I watched this interview with so much, concern, because I feel that most people just deliberately do certain things. These people who did this interview may have seen or had a conversation with someone in this line of thought, and they saw their reaction and decided to go into the street to turn it into content. And you can see the different interaction, the different responses people were giving. It's no longer funny, right? It's not funny, but that's the situation. That's what we find ourselves in. That's the kind of things that happens in the life that we are. People value dogs more than human beings. And you can see this guy saying that he can have any woman he wants to have once he has the money. That's to show you how people reason. There are people who feel that, they don't need human beings, but you need human beings. God forbid, let's assume that your whole family, you don't need any human being. And even when you are normal, when you are RIP, who is going to lay you down to rest? It is human beings. Human beings welcomed you when you were small. Human beings will lay you to rest when you are gone. So it is not about, I don't need a husband, I don't need a mother-in-law. One woman even said her mother-in-law doesn't like her like that. Okay. Even if your mother-in-law doesn't like you like that, what about humanity? What about humanity? Because I feel that this is why we should even pray for our children to meet people who have humanity in them, because there are people who do not have humanity in them. How dare you describe your relationship with your mother-in-law as not being important, which is not a bad thing if you don't have a relationship with her. But what about humanity? What happened? What happened to caution? You threw it to the wind. This guy on white shirt really, really made me proud. He said he's taking two things, his wife and his mother-in-law, meaning that the house can go, the money can go, because it is who is alive that makes money. I like this woman also. She said her husband and the money, she tried. But what about your mother-in-law? Okay, this case, it's your mother-in-law. It's not even your own mother. So you should think through the lines of humanity. Yes, this video went viral, like into millions, but it kind of taught me a lesson. I kind of learned a lot of things from this particular video, only to the fact that people these days feel that a dog is better than a human being, just like some people feel that a cow is better than a human being. We should treat people as important as we want to be treated. So let's flip it. If your spouse watches this video and also answers questions in this light, hope you won't be offended, because most people that were asked these questions were women. So imagine if your husband says, okay, since you said this, let me do my own. How will you feel that your husband picks money over you, or your husband picks a dog over you? So let us be ready to dish out what we can't tolerate as well. What do you want to tolerate? So the guy is saying he can get any woman. It comes to you knowing that there are men that are only with their wives because they don't have money. The moment they have money, they'll start frolicking around. They'll start misbehaving. And you see, sometimes when God answers such men, I used to wonder, because God sees our heart. He knows our intentions. Then you see a man who is very honest to the wife, who is very loyal, being broke. So it's a whole lot. It's a whole lot. So more women were interviewed in this than men. I think it was just 3 guys that were interviewed. This guy, the main character, and those other guys. So it goes to show that before your child gets married or any of your family member gets into marriage, they should have a conversation with the man or woman to know their thinking pattern, because it's very important. There are people whose thinking pattern needs to be examined. Like they need to really, really see a doctor to help them out, a counselor or something, because it could seem like a joke, but it's not. That's the degree they understand humanity, the degree they want to live and treat other people. It's sad, but what can we do? It is well. That's all I would say. It is well. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on the comments. Who will you save? Money, your mother-in-law, or your wife? Who are you saving? Comment.